Okay, I'll open the classroom. Things should be okay.
All right. Let me get that link.
It's above in our chat
Yes.
somewhere. Yeah.
No, that's not it. One sec. Copy link. Okay. Yes, I got it. Let's take a look
Nice.
at the homework.
Yeah.
So it was first exercise that I gave you was with a knight.
Yeah. Oh no, that's not the correct. Wait, I'm not in the wrong classroom.
Yeah, no.
Wait a second.
It's probably me.
No, I'm in the wrong because it's not end games. It's some different one. But where is it?
I think it's one above.
Great must. No. Maybe this one.
It's infinite squeaky.
Yeah. Open. I think it's this one.
Yeah.
Wait.
Up. Where are they? Okay, this one. Yeah.
Yes, this one was the first one from our homework. Yeah, this one was the first one. Then there was something with the queen, with the rook, and I don't remember the last one. But yeah, this one was the first one. In this one, I thought that you need to make somehow a fork for the king and the pawn. That was kind of my idea. The first move I saw like fork here. But I don't know, maybe there's like some kind of theoretical stuff how you kind of make a fork in this situation, but like I thought that you kind of just cannot allow the pawn to go forward, or like if it's going forward you have the ability somehow to take it. So like if you go here, or no, this doesn't work because you don't have access later on. So I thought about if you go knight f4, if he goes here, then you're just simply going to e2, you're gonna take the pawn. That's easy. If you go here, if he pushes the pawn, then I thought about, it was some fork, I think. Wait, what did it do? No, then you have to go. I don't remember what I did if he pushes the pawn. Okay, wait, let's skip this pawn push. So then I thought like, okay, like let's first cover like the king moves. So if he goes here or here, yeah, then I thought that I can maybe somehow go here. He has to push the pawn, and then the king is kind of cut off. So like if he tries to come to my knight, I can kind of switch sides and then stand and not allow to the pawn to promote. Now if he, what else can he do? If he goes here or here, I think there was a fork somewhere. If he goes here, then there's a fork on this square. So if you go here, he can't push. We would have a fork. So I think like I don't know if like I should have checked like everything, but I think that this is like around putting the knight on e2 And kind of like if whenever he goes towards me, oh yeah, that also works. Like whenever he goes towards me, if the pawn is on c2, I can go to d4. If he promotes, then I give kind of like a fork again.
Okay.
It's like there's always somewhere a fork. If I go to f4, he pushes the pawn. I think I can also go to e2. If he goes to d1, I can go maybe give a check. If he goes back, I go back. Wait. If he goes to d2, I can go here. Then if he promotes, I think there's something around the fork, but I don't know, like, if there's like maybe more easier solution or like concrete solution, or should I have calculated like all the possibilities? But I think that my point is to put a knight on e2, and when king goes forward to my knight, I can give a fork through here. If he goes here, then I can give a check. If he goes forward, I go to the other side. And it's kind of like, holding that pawn. So that's my plan.
So does can black win?
I think they can win if they would have a pawn on c2, not on c3, because then the knight is missing a tempo. It's too far away, I think.
And you're always starting with knight f4, right?
I think because if I'm going anywhere else, I cannot reach e2. If I'm going here, then if he goes to d2, I don't have my square on here to like wait. If I'm going here and he goes here, there's somewhere a fork. Wait a second. I just saw it. Wait 1 moment. I literally just saw it like a second ago and said it like a second ago, and now I forgot it. What? Ah, yeah. Back, here, and here. That's a fork. I think.
Okay.
Here, back, push, and then the fork is here. If on d2, I think. And if I move my knight here, I don't have a way to fork him anyway.
Okay.
If I go here, then I cannot access e2 square. So I think these three squares are kind of where my knight should go. Like, yeah. So I think, go to f4 is kind of necessary to make a draw.
I think you're right. I will say that at first I was surprised that you were suggesting other moves of the king, because when the knight goes to f4, the only logical move is actually indeed king d2, right?
Yeah.
And by far the most logical. So then the question is yeah, the question is how would you why would
e3.
you think that was my question. So here, like, what do you think is going to be the result of this position?
Draw.
Yeah. So basically it's always a draw as long as the knight touches like the square. The king cannot kick the knight out unless it's a side pawn, and that I think we studied, no?
Yeah.
So then there is this saying, I don't know if you definitely heard from your Lithuanian coach. Then when the king is on diagonal from the knight, it's the best position for the king because the knight will take 3 squares to check the king.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2. Yeah, that's true.
So then your move here, I think, is the only way to make it a
Yeah,
draw.
because
Let's look
yeah,
at the well. Yeah, that's
I
correct.
think
See, pawn
yeah.
here attacks, and that's like the trick that we always have before.
Yeah, to fork. Yes, that's what I thought. Like at the beginning, there has to be like some way to fork the pawn or like not let it promote, like keep it from promoting.
So that's correct. That's correct. That's like the only way. You're right.
Because if you go back or here, there is no forks. Like at least from what I checked,
Yeah. No,
or at
you're
least
right.
it's not
So
fast enough.
that's like the only way, indeed.
Okay. And if it's black's turn, I think they can win because then white is missing one tempo. Because I think that if they push the pawn, we can't get here quick enough. Or like give this to this trick.
Mm-hmm. No way, yeah.
Yeah, so I think if it's black's turn, then they can win.
Yeah, here. Yeah, we'll just push. Like, let's say here, right?
Or they can actually go even here. No?
Probably, yeah.
Well,
yeah, probably this, yeah. This also works. We can look at the lines, yeah. Step back. Yeah, both c2 and king d2. But those are the only moves, by the way, that work. Otherwise, knight would go to d3.
oh, okay.
Yeah, because so like the cool thing is like you always need to be careful. Yeah, that works. All right.
Okay.
Okay, let's take a look at the next exercise that you had as your
Was
homework.
it with the queen?
Next one was the king and the pawn.
And the pawn.
Yeah.
I remember. This was actually pretty hard at first.
Was it?
Then it wasn't. It was at first because I was
on.
going from here, not here.
Oh yeah.
I was I was strict by this because this is the closest path, and I was kind of tricked by this. I'm like going, and the king just like puts me into the opposition, and then I'm just like I don't have a way to like get ahead of that king.
Yeah.
And then like I think after like 5 or like 10 minutes, it kicked to me that I can go around this pawn, and then it's all good. I can win.
Of course.
But it took some time. Don't know.
Damn, that's funny. It's funny that it took you time, I mean.
Yeah, that's very funny. Yeah, when I figured that out, it was like, oh my god, of course, pawn has 2 sides. I can go from either one of them. I don't have to choose the shortest one.
Yeah, no, of course, always go from the side. So we'll just show it for the chat. Guys, this is like a basic kindergarten thing, and then your king is in front, and then now opposition.
Yeah.
Opposition. Actually, what am I doing here?
Yeah. Go here. Position.
Here. Yeah.
You have to go here, then here, and then push the pawn.
Okay, question. How does this... What if here white to move?
For me?
Yeah.
I would go here. Then I still need to go back.
Wait go back.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Turn. Can I be a draw then? Can I win? Well, maybe I just go here, 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 here. Like that. I go here, here,
Mhm.
here, here, push the pawn, here, here, out.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
in.
I think that's the only way.
I think so too, yeah.
Honestly.
Because everything else is just, I can't push the pawn, it's a draw. Here you're just gonna walk back and forward, I can't push the pawn where I needed to. So I think that's like the only way, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the only way.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
Okay. Okay. That's good. Let's go move on to the next one. Here.
Yeah, this one I didn't really understood because it seemed like too easy. Because white is just building a queen and that's like they're gonna give some checks and they're gonna like exchange the queens.
So it cannot be that easy, right?
Yeah, so I didn't really understood this one.
Yeah, so there must be some like like just let's use your common sense. If I'm giving you the exercise, or let's say rather if the book is giving you the exercise,
What is it for? Hmm. Should I win here somehow? Take the queen? Is that even
yeah, so
possible?
it cannot be just like a draw like that.
I mean, I'm putting like a queen, right? So like, wherever you're gonna go here. Maybe I can go here. Like the queen is in the corners, that's a little bit sketchy.
Yeah.
Like if the king goes too far away.
It basically cannot be just a draw, right? So logically, common sense, white has to win. And then you're just looking for how to win. Got it?
How to win? Did I got it already? No.
Yeah. No, I mean, you understand what the task
Yeah, that I have to check how to win. Because for me it looked like a total draw, so I did. Because it seems very simple. You put the queen and then. But okay, yeah, if it's. Ah, wait, that's a checkmate. Okay, wake up. So can't go there. So you have here. Can you go here? Check. Here. Check. Here. I need to get my queen closer, I think, somehow. Maybe that should be like the start to like getting the queen closer. But then when it's close, what I do? Ah, give a checkmate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe there's a nice checkmate on king h2 and queen g3. Maybe for like getting the queen in like zigzag, tuk tuk tuk, and then not here, like this
For
on
example.
and then we can give a checkmate somehow. King can't go here because that's a checkmate, so it has to go either here or here. Either way, I have either check here or I have a check here. Then I can start giving checks on the dark squares. He has to move like in these squares basically. And then now wait, what am I talking about? Is it a win? Really?
Okay, we're promoting a queen. One by one. King h2 not possible.
No, king h3
So
too.
let's take a look at king f2.
Okay.
King f2, you have probably only one move.
Check a2.
Yeah, and they have only one move. Or
Yeah.
like two moves. Then what do you do?
Ooh, we can get in with the king. They can't give a check
Uh-huh.
because my queen is here.
Uh-huh.
And if they move somewhere, then there's checkmate. If they move the king here, we can take out the queen.
So now the only thing you need to find, and by the way, it's a typical exercise for one, remember, like a king and a pawn versus a king and a rook. Remember? We saw that a little bit.
Okay.
How a king and a rook can win versus a king and a queen. When, like, in the corner, queen promotes, and you got a rook. Remember?
And you take the queen
You don't
with
remember?
the check. Somehow like this, I think it was.
Yeah, okay, I'll show you after. I mean, actually, let me show you now. So I'll show you
Okay.
this. Just do something. Tick, 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 tick. So
Yeah, go from the side.
this, right? Like this. So basically,
Yeah.
when they promote a pawn,
Yeah.
you play king here. It would be like,
When the pawn would be on h2, you play king here, and then they promote, and then
yeah. Remember that
we
pattern?
kind of yeah.
So
I
that's
remember
what we
this
studied. Here it's the king, so it's the queen. We can promote to a queen, so it's even easier, right? And now we know what's going here. We know what's going king f2, check. Now let's take a look at king f1. What would you do after king f1?
Check.
King g1, let's say. King f2.
Well, if king gets f2 is the same.
King f2 is the same. You check. I think you check king c. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where.
So king g1.
King. If I give a check.
No. King. 1 second. King.
You said on g1.
Yeah. So king here, and then king. Oh yeah, you're right. King g1.
So I give a check maybe.
You give a check. Queen c1. King h2.
If I give a check, you're gonna defend with the queen.
Yeah. So you understand there is a win there, but you really need to find the right way.
Okay, I put a queen, king f1.
I think king f2. But maybe king f1. Or I'm sorry, I'm losing it. King f2. Yeah, king f1. Sorry. You're
King
right.
f1. King f1.
Yes. Yeah, I'm.
all good. Yeah, king f2. It's a win. We checked that out.
Okay,
king f1.
queen c4 looks like your only move, right?
Yeah, there is not a lot of.
And then they go king g1. I think you're almost there, really close.
I don't think that I have like king g3 or anything because there's a check at the moment. So like after this, I kind of have to play like queen c1. But then you go back and then
you don't have any checks, so you cannot go queen c1. But queen c1 is not your only check.
Queen d4.
You have that. It's not also the only check.
c4 also. But is that really helping? He's just gonna go back to f1.
So we need to find a way.
Here.
Okay, if you want, we can move.
Here.
Because we have to, right? Let's move.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Here.
And now we think.
Here.
Whoa. Now we think because we don't know yet. These are the only ways we knew until now.
I need for him to go to here somehow, but not sure how. So like if I go to c4, c5, g2, If I give a check here, maybe. If he goes here. Check. Goes back. Check. Goes down. Check. He's just walking into these squares. Can it be a draw if he goes to F1 or not? Or is this definitely a win?
Let's take a look. I mean, it has to be. Oh, it's a draw.
So if he goes only to
Wait,
F2,
wait,
then
it's
it's a
actually
win?
a draw. Now I'm annoyed.
What?
Here, it's a draw.
What if he goes to F2?
I think it's a draw everywhere. You found it.
But there was a checkmate. Like, what?
Yeah, this is like probably the only way.
Ah, for him to mess up.
Yeah. So let's take a look here. Oh, sorry. Here he has to go this way. Yeah, you see that's
Yeah,
the only
because
way.
he goes to these two corners, which is like very annoying, and there's no way to get him out of it.
You had a beautiful like stairs thing, except for we cannot make it, right? How are we gonna make this stairs thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we would need like 2 moves.
That's very sad.
But you found it all, because I was like, I'm also so confused. Yeah, zigzag, Sergetsi, in chat suggests, but there is no zigzag. That's sad. The problem, because he keeps on, but it's beautiful. Like, it's new for me too. I didn't know that.
But it's very nice that if King F2, then we win.
Yeah, if King F2, then yeah. So, yeah, I think we covered it all.
Okay. Okay, so it wasn't that simple, yeah.
But, okay, good job. Good job, you found it. Only move.
I didn't thought about King F2, honestly. I just thought like that, I didn't really understood this because I thought that I'm just putting a queen and then there is just a draw because I only checked like King F2, King F1 and going here. So yeah, so I didn't check actually this, but it's very nice that there is like some checkmate possibilities.
Yeah,
with King J3.
It's very like it's an unfortunately like common thing, I would say. Yeah, that but in general, of course, every time there is an exercise, you gotta think, okay, so what's the catch? There is always gonna be the catch. Yeah. All right, well, good job. And hopefully this will stick to you. Let's take a look at the next. I think we had one more. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This one I remember. This one was a little bit tricky until I understood the idea.
Okay.
I think I understood the idea.
Yeah.
So like we need to cut off the king out, like from, so he couldn't go here. That he couldn't go here or like anywhere near my pawn. So at first I thought like, what if I'm giving like what if I'm going like somewhere here? But then I found that it's like not working and I still like lost the game against myself.
So Rooks, you want to try the correct kind of like sequence, right? It's like instinct, correct instinct.
Yeah, it's like to cut off the king, but then the king can still go here and it wasn't I couldn't win like the game. If you go forward and like forward, I think there is maybe like some checks, something, and then the king wait, sorry, here check, and you kind of like want to get out of those checks. You have to go either here or here back, but if you go here, then the king can kind of like slide in right back. If the king is here, sorry. Okay, I'm explaining super bad. Again, from the beginning. So at first I thought if you go here, it might be a win, but then if the king is on d6, we don't have this c5 square with our king. It's like we can't hide anywhere. Like he's gonna check us most likely, and we can't go here because his king is here. So I thought that we need to cut off the king to this So he would stay in that square. So the only thing how I thought about it is just cutting off this file first, going rook h5, cut off this, and then put the rook on c5, and then have an active rook with the pawn together, and then going forward, I will be able to defend with the rook from checks if needed.
Yeah, so basically I
And
see
that
you mentioned
seemed
like king a4 and the rook rook a5, king a4,
yeah.
and I just go
Yeah.
back rook b8. How do you proceed?
So I could the king would be here, right? On the same place.
Yeah.
I would here. Yeah, I would go here.
You would go where? Oh,
Rook
okay. I
a7,
bring the king.
and then I would give a check.
Okay. What if I go the king d5 instead?
Mm-hmm.
1 second. I'll just put the air conditioner down.
All good. You can't. My rook's on a5.
Yes, I'm here.
My rook is on a5. You can't go there.
Say again.
My rook is on a5. You can't go there.
Oh, you're right. So then king c4, you go rook a7, and I
Yeah.
go then king d5.
Ah, okay. Then
Oh no, sorry.
can I just go rook c7?
I stole a tempo from you. 1 second. Because this is like we're like that. So you go down,
you can.
I go king, I can go
Yeah.
king d5.
Yeah, but then I can go. Ah, you're blocking my king where I want it to be.
So basically, the only plan to win usually would be to cut the king from the pawn, right?
Yes.
Rook c1, like all this rook a5 probably are
But
not
I also
best
don't
option.
want the king here because, like, I don't want him there.
Well, if you remember the bridge Lucina position that we studied once, then it doesn't matter. The king is on d7 or the king is on d4 as long as it's cut from the pawn. It really doesn't. We can get to that later, but that's what was the key of that position, Lucina. You remember the bridge?
Yeah, I remember, but it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Well, like...
Here, specifically, the reason why black would ever be making a draw is not connected to the black's rook, or to the black's king, sorry. Like, this is still a draw. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's still a draw. And it's not because of the king. I think, like, if you do that, I do this, what would you do? Like, if you bring the king...
I'll just check. I don't know.
You check, okay. I go up.
I check again.
I go here.
You can't go here. I check. Check. Check.
Yeah. So the reason it doesn't matter that the king is on d5 or on d7, that's my point. The reason why you are winning here is
I need my rook.
No, it's not. You cannot, like, your rook cannot do both. Your rook cannot cut the king and block the checks, right? So it's not, the reason is not there. Like, there is another reason why you're winning here. And that is, I will show you. Just imaginary position. Like here, look at this. Exact same situation, but the pawn is on b5. Right? What do you think here is gonna be the result?
Now it's a win.
Yeah.
I have this.
Yes, so the only reason why you don't need the rook for that, and it doesn't matter if the king is on d7 or not, right?
Okay.
Let me show you this. Look. Tack, 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 tack. Here. We got the king on d7. and you cannot block the check, but you're still winning.
My pawn is on fifth pile.
Yes. So the only reason why this is not winning is because the pawn is on the 4 and the rook in the front is in front of the pawn. So when we gonna give those annoying checks to your king, even if my king, I think even this is still a draw. You see, like you can cut my king like so far away. Look, but it's still a draw. Although normally in the Lucina position so far away, the king would be a win. But the only reason is because your pawn is on the 4th, and indeed there are like 3 squares here. And it's just, it doesn't, you cannot, with a king, you cannot advance to my rook and attack my rook without leaving your pawn hanging. That's
Yeah.
the only reason. So that kind of passive defense in front of the pawn exists, and it can also make a draw. It's an advanced version of a fortress for black here in this rook endgames. But
So like if I try to defend with the rook from the checks, that doesn't
this is what we saw
work?
at first. You can try. You can try. We can play around.
Because that was kind of my idea to like try to go to h5, cut the king off,
Uh-huh.
and then whenever I go up with the king or push the pawn, like defend and then maybe push the pawn. Like I thought maybe like with 3 pieces here I can win. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, let's try. Let's try how do you want to do it?
I wanted to go here and then here or here
Oh,
and
look
then
at
go
you.
here.
Oh.
I made a
So
draw.
no.
Can I go here? Wait, no, I can't defend right now. Because if you take, you're gonna catch me. So I have to move away. That's okay. I'll still can go here or here later. I thought about like defending the checks with the rook, but I don't know. I can just push the pawn at the moment.
Okay. Okay. Let me do.
Is this still a draw? I think I made a draw, right? Can I still push the pawn?
Yes, so actually you found the way. But and this is the only way to win that
But I
I
think I
yeah, no, you're winning. You're winning. You don't know it, right?
no. My idea was to like defend from the checks, but I don't know. Maybe I do it like with the wrong idea.
Okay, you try to play with white.
Hmm. I think they should be winning. I'm gonna push my pawn. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you found it, right? Let's check our moves. Um, let's see if you ever went wrong. You see the evil bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you accidentally found it, right? You didn't realize you found it.
Yeah.
But there, if you listen to what I told you at first, why was the first position a draw?
It's kind of logical because I have the rook to push the pawn, to like help push the pawn.
So the only reason why, and again, this is another moment where I didn't know either, and you kind of accidentally found it, and that's when I realized. But you didn't realize, but I realized, but I
No.
didn't know at first. So
Okay.
I told you the only reason why this was a draw is because
It's because the pawn.
you cannot advance. Yeah, you cannot advance. Like here, yeah, like you cannot advance the pawn, and your king is stuck. So this is the only
Yeah.
winning move. But the idea is absolutely not to block with the check, because remember we started this position from that, and we didn't go anywhere.
Yeah. I thought that if you go here with the king or like here, attack my pawn, I can give you a check. You go away, then I go here, then you give me a check, I defend. You go back, I push the pawn. Then like that was like kind of my plan, like to be able to go king a4 and then defend from this check. But then you went instantly here, and I kind of got lost. But
Yeah, and then you accidentally push the pawn. But that's
yeah.
the way, because the ability for you, like this rook h5 is preparing pushing the pawn, and I cannot do anything because my king is cut. Like potentially if my king was there, then I would just try to get in front of the pawn, right? If my king was behind this bar. But here this b5 is probably only move. No, it's not like only move. You can also wait. But it's the only idea. And then ever since you moved the b5, actually here, yeah, ever since you move b5, you can just continue advancing with the king, and then like my rook will not stop your king.
Okay.
So long story short, this is it all is about the how far the pawn is, and that the king, this king, indeed you caught it, but it's not in front of the pawn. What happens after b5?
Okay.
Black plays rook c5. I don't know what someone is asking. Plays rook c5. There's no rook c5.
I think that was somewhere. Maybe.
Oh, it's like here, maybe here, and then rook c5.
Oh yeah, I thought about it also, but then I think I can just give a check.
And then bring the king, right?
Yeah, and then move the king forward.
Yeah, bring the king, and you cannot like, yeah, that's
As
it.
long as I think you don't go, as long as you don't bring your king here, like to b6, I think that should be fine.
Yeah.
Your king should stay cut off from like the c file, I think.
Yes. 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 Yeah, that's correct. So,
Okay.
did you understand overall?
Yeah, I understood right now when you explained. I moved rook to h5 with a little bit different idea. I mean, I think I'd still push the pawn, like, kind of like by default. I didn't understand that that's why it's winning, because I can push the pawn.
Yes, that's correct. So, this is a very good exercise because I think honestly, like, even I wouldn't have figured it out. And the only thing that we need to make you like kind of focus on is how not to forget it.
That's true. Do you want to play a game for today?
We can, I think. Yeah, we can.
Rest a little bit from end games.
Yeah, let me give you more exercises for homework.
Oh yeah, that works. Yeah.
I think you would benefit, and I think it's a cool work that we're doing.
Yeah. When is your puzzle thing starting? The event.
Our puzzle marathon, 21-day anti-blunder marathon starts next Saturday. Yes,
That's good.
Saturday.
I think I'll also write you about that. I think I might want to join.
I would be more than happy to have you, and I gave my team your suggestion about leaderboard. I think it's an amazing thing. So right now we're figuring out how to do it technically, but
that's very cool.
You as a software developer, maybe maybe you have some expertise there.
But you're doing it on Discord, right?
We're doing it on school. We also have Discord and school. Yeah, school is like the platform, but
well, you have Chess.com. You have Chess.com puzzles. If you're solving on Chess.com puzzles,
yeah, that's correct.
You have Chess.com. Maybe Chess.com has some kind of how many puzzles per day person is solved, kind of like endpoint or something.
Yes, like for every. Like every person has it, but I'm wondering if there was like a way someone could program it.
If you have in Discord connected Chess.com account, you can get their Twitch username, but I'm not sure how to do that.
Twitch username? Why would they need to be a Twitch username? Well, like what?
Like if you want to program it, like so it would be programmed, you can maybe like, I'm not sure what Chess.com has, but you could take Chess.com username, get based on that name, like based on Chess.com name, get how many puzzles they solve per day, like the number. But that's, I don't know if Chess.com will give you that information. So
well, I have it whenever we are clicking on the account. Like let's say you click on my account, you can see how many hours I spent today on puzzles.
But not hours, but like how many puzzles. Like I think they should have a count.
Let's take
but maybe it's not public. Maybe it's not public, but
yeah.
But I think they should. Okay.
I think I sent you 4 exercises just to close that thing.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 24.
So you have.
22. Yeah. Let's take
total attempts. Full stat.
Yeah, like you can click even on me.
Rated trainings. Correct recent puzzles. So you see there are puzzles IDs, rating moves, and there is date. So you should be able to get the puzzle count based on the date. I just don't know if they have public kind of APIs or not. But I think if you would talk to Chess.com, they could be able to help you with that.
I should absolutely. Because I asked them if they would be down to. Yeah, no, that's great. Because I asked them if they would be interested to promote this thing, and they said yes.
In my chat, wrote that API is available.
API is available.
Where is it available? API is like when you call like to the server to get some. How do you think we do commands? That makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we do some commands. Yeah, so it should be available. So if you have like do you have some tech people like on your side?
That's why I'm reaching out to you.
I mean, I can check it out. I can check it out. They have some information available in public, but I'm not sure if they have.
We can also always ask, and specifically for this marathon, what I was saying is that, like, I asked them if they would be down to collab together.
Yeah.
So it's like I push all my students to do the puzzles on chess.com, so obviously, like, it's a win-win situation.
Yes.
They said yes, so I think they if let's say they would need to have some additional information, so, they would be down to give it.
Do you have? I'll write you what to ask. Public API to get puzzles done, puzzles count, place, survey, wait. This is what you need to ask. If they do, then it's very easy for you to get the count, and based on the count, you can literally. I wrote in Discord, and then based on the count, you can literally just do the who's first, who's second, based on how many puzzles they solved in the day.
Yeah, for our leaderboard.
Yeah, so this is what you need, basically. This is what you can send to them and task.
That's amazing. Damn,
Yeah.
Girl, look at you.
If they have that, if they have it privately, maybe you can ask them to give you some access to that, like for this event.
Yeah.
So, but you need this, basically.
No, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be so awesome.
And then you can literally you will have your registered people who are participating. You'll have a list, so you can just loop that list every day at the end of the day and update the table. Easy.
Yeah, that would be a dream come
if you'll
true.
have this.
But I think something like that I also need for my school in general. Like, this is a marathon, but also like for school, because I've been thinking, like, what is the main reason right now that my students are, let's say, like, stagnating? It's definitely because they don't have enough push. That's why we like marathons. But marathons is like a separate product. We have a school for long term, and we have marathons for like quick, like, commitment, right? And I
you can definitely do that. Yeah, like based on the rating, based on the something, evaluate them.
Like the growth. Like I would like if only there was like a system how people would see, I raised this amount of rating this month, and this guy raised this amount. Like, right? The only
you can check that too, I think.
Yeah. So you hired.
Yeah. No, that's really cool. I think that would be very good.
Yeah.
For you to do, definitely.
Yeah, look at you with your
no, I love coding.
midlife crisis.
Yeah, it's a little bit also related with coding, because I do like coding, but it's just like I'm coding some random stuff not related to what I want to do. So maybe also that needs to change.
Nice, but seriously, let's talk off stream. Maybe there is something you would be interested to help us with.
Definitely. And my mod wrote that he knows the guy that writes these comments. Ooh, that's very good. He can write me to Discord.
Yeah.
Alan, write me in the Discord. I'll send the information to Dina.
Sounds good. Nice.
We can figure out together. I mean, if it starts next week, so I can definitely help you figure out how to make this leaderboard. It shouldn't be that hard. If you get access, you can just make a program to print based on all the names that you have, but you'll need to get all the names. So you'll need to get all the Chess.com names.
I have them.
So yes,
we have a database with everybody who signs up for the marathon. We have their Discord and their Chess.com, and their school account, everything.
So if you have that, that's pretty easy. We just do the API call based on that, and you should be able to get a count.
Oh my god, girl, it's a dream come true. Yeah, no, that's definitely something that we don't have right now in my team, is that we have no one technical, and also we don't have that many super structure Excel organized. We have one person, but they don't have as much time for that. So that would be cool.
Yeah, no problem. I can definitely help.
Nice. Okay, so you wanna play a game?
Yeah. I thought that would be cool to get
so let's play probably 5+5 if that works for you.
Okay, that works, yeah. That would be rest a little bit from endgames.
Yeah.
Which are good, but sometimes too much.
Yes.
Where are you? 5+5, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll send you an invite. You should have gotten it, I think.
Yes, I have it.
Oops. Yes. Ooh, playing with white pieces. Okay, I got it. I'll try to win. This time. Okay, I think I should move myself, right?
Yes. I mean, we can mute ourselves both. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
All right, guys. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. It's not easy to type and win, but we'll try. Uh, Tell Dina Dirji knows him too. The guy that writes his commands have helped him develop what we want. Really, Alan? Really? This is API call rookie. This is amazing. Oh my god. I need that. I need that. Um, I don't want her to play F5. Why is she playing so fast? That's the only thing that's confusing me. She wants I'm so fit right now. Okay. Oh my god, boat is live. Who is here? Oh my god, who was this? Welcome. Welcome. What am I gonna do here? What am I gonna? Let's play 6. It was me. I streamed today. What? Alexandra. Hello, Alexandra. How is everything? What is he trying to do? Okay, let's play H5. I'm playing against Agnew, who is my student. We just had a lesson on endgames, and now we are playing a game. And after that, I'm gonna do a blitz raffle with my students. So if you guys wanna challenge me for a game of chess, you're more than welcome. Check out my school. Also, we have, in exactly 1 week, we have a 21-day tactical marathon, anti-blunder marathon, where we're gonna, all of us, be solving puzzles. It's gonna be a challenge for 30 minutes every single day for 3 weeks, so that we stop blundering our pieces and we finally lose our games. Sorry. And we finally win our games. That was a Freud. Um, Mad Latin. Sorry. Sorry. I needed to close the door. Uh, no, actually, don't check out this school because you are all broke anyway. Check out the marathon. The marathon is way more affordable. School is for people who can afford it and who wanna fix, like, who wanna work long term. Right. Actually, this and this. Take here. Take here. Good thing Tina has a student that actually listens to her. Agnes is the best student, yeah. Mm-mm. I think I'm gonna. Damn, the only thing I'm worried is that she's playing so fast. So fast. But that's okay. Yeah. She's talking to her own chat, correct. Was that a rage quit stream or like Alex didn't even say hi? Where are her manners? I thought she missed me. I thought I was her best friend. All this love that I had is gone. She's playing good. Yeah, she's playing good. Let's go here. King V8, King A6, Knight A6, King here. She was very sleepy. She was very tired with Happy Life today. Oh, I'm always happy when I see one of your YouTube shorts doing doom scrolling. Didn't know you were on Twitch. Oh yeah. Oh, this is annoying. I'm gonna take, of course. And now her bishop. Oh fuck, there is a pawn that I forgot about. Okay, I have to take because either bishop or then I go here and then I go here. I don't know how I'm gonna win, but I'm gonna try. I'll probably open this thing over here. Let's go here. Protect this. Knight c6. And then prepare b6. Protect the f7 and then prepare b5 somehow. That's gonna be. Ça va bien et toi? Okay, I think it's time. Huh. Mm, can go knight c6. She has to do something, and then I can go. Let's go here, just so that she has to. Oh, but then I can go here, and now she's not protecting the. And now I can go here, and she doesn't have enough time. Oh my god, this is a game over. Wait, yeah. Okay, this is a game over. She cannot attack b4. She has to defend b3. And yeah, she cannot, like, her bishop is trapped. Endgame, sweetheart. Who is there for the blitz raffle with Dina? Anyone in chat ready for the blitz raffle? It is a boot camp. Kev. It's a boot camp. And in fact, until this Saturday, we have early birds price for only $29. But starting from the Sunday, the last week is gonna be 39. So if you want to catch the, yeah, that's the best solution, because otherwise I would win the bishop. If you want to catch the early bird price, you should sign up until this Saturday. Yep, that's a good one. I can do rook c4, king e3, or I can do rook. Ooh. Then rook here. Or I can bring the king. Yeah, I cannot bring the king. Okay, it's not as clear yet. Or I can remove the knight. Definitely not here because the bishop is bad. Maybe over knight to c4. Yeah, knight transfer to c4. I think that's the best thing that I can do. And then I'm gonna attack, and then my knight is gonna stop the rook. Oh my god, this is gonna be such a good knight. Oh my god! He just goes it. 9 months.
Less than 3.
Okay. Wow. That's an interesting try. I think I should just do that because she's not gonna have enough time to. Yeah, like the day she's gonna put the bishop on e1 to catch that pawn. Good luck. If okay, rook here. I can just do. Can go here, or I can go here. She's gonna go there anyway. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. She goes here, I go here. Huh. Or I can play c2 now. No, but then bishop e3. King d7. King e8. Let's go king e8. Because f7 is gonna be protected, and then she cannot do this yet. Okay, king e3. Now I can do this, and then check. She can do king d3, king c2, and attack me. Oh, that's actually annoying. King c2. I take. Oh, then I can play b5. Yeah, I guess that's fine because I can play b5 and protect the rook, and then check knight a5. Yeah, it's not rated, right? No, it's not rated. Surely. Alright, give check and push. Check, push, and b2. And d2. Yep. GG's. GG's. GG's.
Unmute. Okay.
Yeah.
That was not fun.
Yeah, so basically you were playing really fast and then you were doing okay in the opening and middle game until
I gave up my knight for your bishop.
I think you shouldn't, like, first of all, obviously I was really mad that you were playing so fast. And I think your real big mistake, like, before I look at the engines, I don't think you should hurry with trading queens. But computer says it's fine. And yes, of course, knight g5, you just lost by a classic domination of a good knight versus bad.
Yeah, I thought about that when I exchanged, and then I checked the pawns. My bishop is so stupid, and your knight like literally has all the access to my pawns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then also, I mean, obviously your big mistake was bishop b2, because you had to keep the bishop on a more active, like bishop e3, so that the moment I play knight a5, attacking b3, you have bishop d2. You don't defend b3, you attack b4.
Yeah, I blundered that. I didn't saw that.
Yeah, but that's I think it's a still strategical aspect, because you don't want to you basically buried alive your own bishop on b2. And that's like a strategy, because it's like it's so much more passive. On d2, at least it's always gonna attack. Like if you keep it on this diagonal, you're always gonna attack. The opposite, like the b2 doesn't have anything to attack. And then yeah, so knight g5 itself wasn't like critical, but it was a strategical mistake. But I think overall, like you just like you hurried somewhere and you didn't need to. Like for instance, you got a clear advantage after, you can see, like before you played queen d3, right? Like you had a move I'll tell you, it's a move 12.
Yeah, I see that right now, yeah.
So why would you need queen d3, right? You can continue like so computer suggests knight f3, but even like okay, yeah, because protecting
f4 I can't, yeah. I thought about protecting the pawn, then play f4 and then knight f3. I wanted to do in that sequence. I didn't want to go knight f3 first. Then I don't have f4 anymore, so I kind of want to play f4, but maybe that was not necessary.
Yeah, so how am I gonna develop you? It's like a typical French maneuver. Like your queen on g3 is attacking g7. Your knight on f3 is gonna jump to g5 or bishop g5. Like maybe you're gonna play bishop e3. How am I gonna develop my king side?
g6.
Yeah, but then I create a weakness, right? And then
yeah.
So it's what happened in the game, but like you can play knight g5, like you can attack h7, f7. There, like you can use the dark square. So you have so much so many plans.
That's true.
And then in general, when you look at the pawn structure, what does the pawn structure tell you? Which side should you be playing on?
Kings.
Yeah, because of the e5 advantage, right?
Yeah.
So that's really where you should have all your forces. Yeah.
It was all good until I played bishop b2. Yeah, the bishop b2 was literally my blunder. I didn't see knight a5. I mean, it wasn't all good, but it was like playable still.
Yeah, I think this is a huge difference. Like indeed playable, but if we wanna improve your game, we need to improve the positional strategical understanding. And then I wouldn't call like bishop b2 just a blunder, right? It's like you missed the resource knight a5, but like you just look at the structure. Like, do you have any weakness after, like, let's say that position where your bishop is on c1? Just think about what are the targets. The only target I have is d4 and also, of course, b3. Yes, you missed this idea, but even like if we talk about protecting d4, even if you don't see knight a5, you cannot just protect. You also wanna attack. Right? And your bishop, when it's on e3, it's protecting, but you also always have, like, the only weakness in black's position is the b4 pawn.
Yeah.
And then, like, the moment I play h4, you also wanted to attack that pawn, but you would need the bishop from that diagonal, right?
Yeah.
So it's just about strategy, really, because like even knight g5 is probably a very bad move. Computer doesn't say it as bad, says it's dubious, but it's like probably like a huge mistake. Even like long term, it's even bigger mistake than bishop b2 because you're giving away the knight and worsening your pawn structure.
Yeah, and your
So-
bishop wasn't good. So like I exchanged my kind of good knight, which can be like good at the end, to your bad bishop.
Yeah. So how I would describe this position is that this game is, I think it was the good thing is that in this game we saw a lot of strategical mistakes that you did that we discussed, so you will make the right conclusions, right? Sometimes
Yeah.
it's better to lose a strategically bad game than to lose a like to blunder, because out of blundering you won't like make any conclusions. It's just tactics.
Learn.
Then you just join my marathon and that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I honestly thought about knight g5 that, oh, I'm gonna open the file, I'm gonna have something good, and then you exchange my rook. I didn't have with whom to attack. So I'm like stuck with the bad bishop and the rook. Not super good. Yeah. No, it was an interesting game, I would say. Definitely.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So, long story short, you got your homework.
Uh-huh.
You got
Yeah,
the right
I see.
conclusions, and and you are working on getting those tournaments, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Cool. So then, I guess, are you gonna continue streaming?
I think for an hour, yes.
Okay. I actually also owe a few games to my students, so I'll stay around.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, and then if you're still there, then I read you. If not, I'll see you. I'll see you soon, and let's talk on Discord.
Yes.
About
Yes.
the
Definitely.
because I
Yes.
really need like the someone like you who's skilled in these things.
Definitely, I can help you out. No problem.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
And I'll see you soon then.
Yes, sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye.
Bye, Agnes chat. All right, guys. Anyone else here ready for Blitz Ruffle? For the Blitz Ruffle? Why is the camera so close? Oh. Oh. I think it's because I put it to 4K. Yeah, it's probably because it was on 4K. That's okay though. Why am I even on Discord? What the fuck am I doing? Studio mode. Okay, guys. Oh, I need to move that. Forehand hammer is your favorite? Yes, I'm only playing against my students. Ready to watch the games. Oh, Soichi. How are you doing? Good to see you. Okay, this was a great game. Let me take a quick break. And then who is here to play? Who is here to play? Hello. I'm a busy woman, bitch. Sorry. Just kidding. Everybody wants my attention. So, yeah, study puzzles, avoid blunders, elevator music. Words to talking to Magnus or Hikaru. Yeah. Policy contact details with Agni. Lol. I'll talk to Agni after this stream. But yeah, that I mean, G-Food, can't even imagine how much something like this would be a breath of fresh air for me personally. Yes, because
I see the crossroads coming up ahead.
Yep.
A choice I make, but haven't made yet. Why the pathways feel so threatening? What if I'm
So I have Sylvain, Dortweg, Xavier, and Sanfon.
caught in the shadow?
Anyone here? I also have Soichi. I think Soichi, it's like
Future I fear,
Xavier is ready.
but still cannot see way
Taking
up tomorrow.
Elon Musk calls the stream is very unprofessional. Charlie, I think I saw
What
Circle
if
Slam
I
Chickens.
leap and it's not what I fear?
My mic is quiet today. Yeah. It's my damn mic. It's my stupid mic. I need to get rid of this Go XLR. It's just, it never fixes. It never fixes itself, right? I just need to get rid of it! I don't know. I don't know if something changed. I need to get rid of this mic, of this sound system, and I need like, I'm talking about this thing, chat. This thing is just, it's always failing every single day. And I heard like people also agree that's not the best. So I'm just gonna really need to do a sound interface, because my mic is not a problem. The problem is this sound Go XLR interface.
How come that I'm
Oh, your marathon stuff. Oh, Sochi, I'm sorry, so I cannot grant you the game. Xavier, you were here. Okay. So let's play a game, Xavier. Let's do a game. You send me a challenge, I see. Let's go, Xavier. Okay. Ravsu, welcome to Queen. Thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube. D4, let's go. Okay, E4. Let's go bishop, pawn. Let's try something new. На почте пишу им вместе с... What is this music? It's a weird music. What's this? Чу я сегодня Okay, Xavier, enough distraction. Time to win. Mounting the music sounds. Nice and weird. Okay, I've finished development with 97. Really slowly drifting off the screen. What does that mean? Oh. I like this music. D5 is a good move, Xavier. Xavier is playing weirdly good. Some would think it's a compliment. Female church call. Yeah, I love churches. My favorite, my best.
I was a girl with dreams so wide, eyes full of wonder, heart open, untied. The world seems soft, a place to lay. Ran through the days in the sun's warm sway. But somewhere along the road, I felt the shift. The days turned heavy like an unseen rift. The girl that I was began to fade. And in her place, a new self was made. I'm in between, I'm not quite all. A girl, a woman, both in my soul. Learning to balance, learning to be. In the struggle, I find the real me. I feel the pull of who I should be. Caught between the past and what I can see. The weight of the change rests on my chest. Questions that made no sense. I was a girl with dreams so wide, eyes full of wonder, heart open, untied. The world seemed soft, a place to play. I ran through the days in the sun's warm sway. Somewhere along the road, I felt the shift. The days turned heavy like an unseen rift. The girl that I was
Damn girl.
began to fade. And in her place, a new self was made.
Xavier, that's an amazing game. Seriously.
Learning to balance, learning to be.
Damn.
Find the real me.
Rabbit 1300.
Not quite
Damn. Computer says he played like 1650, but I think this game was like 2200. So mature. Wow, I'm impressed. Such an impressive game. Don't have anything to say. Oh, this is a blunder, right? 95. Yeah, well, I didn't see that. Yeah. Reminds me of Tom, if you see what I mean. This is such a good, I don't know if it's probably speedrun marathon effect. Like every move was so good, so logical. Damn girl. Was 95? Oh, it's not. Oh, I thought about Neji too. Ah, Queen G4. Ah, yeah. Yeah, this was blunders. But this was, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't making progress. I wanted to see, because I didn't see any mistakes. So I wanted to see how Xavier would be, how would he be, like I wasn't trying to make any progress on purpose. Like the position is pretty close, but also like I wanted to see how Xavier would be coming up with plans on, yeah, that's why. Yeah, this is just a blunder, but it's a time scramble, so it's normal to blunder in a time scramble. But I think it's a very fine, very refined game. Like there's like every single move was logical. Pieces were developed, plans were made, pawn break and stuff. Let's see. Wow, it's a great improvement, honestly. Let's see some of these games. Right. It's amazing to see. What's H3 now H4? So, wait. Yeah. This is great. Long castle? Wow. Nice. Wow. Long castle is great. Wow. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, so low underrated. The games are so good. Xavier, were you a pro or a basic marathon? Or probably basic, right? Basic, yeah, because I haven't seen your games before. Yeah. Yeah, that's a 1300 you wouldn't want to meet in the poll. Yeah, you're not making mistakes. Look at this, you're winning. Oh, that's a mouse slip, right? It's an accident. What? What am I smoking? What the fuck? H4. Lol. Jesus Christ. H4. Nice. Is Sir Getsy here? Where's Sir Getsy? Yeah, Xavier's a student, of course. That's why I'm so impressed. Nice. Awesome. What am I gonna teach you? Huh? I like this song. I like this song a lot. Damn, this game is so clean. It's crazy. Tu vas être invité par Inoxtag. Ah bon? C'est vrai? Le rêve. Wesh, mec. Le rêve de ma life. Okay. Focus, everybody. Xavier, I'm impressed. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say. It's been a while I haven't seen such cases. Caro-Kann, my favorite. Bro, you didn't take the night? What's the rook out of pin, right? Aïe 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 aïe. Ah, tu ne l'aimes pas? Si, si, je l'adore. Je l'adore. C'est mon idole. Okay. I don't know what to say. Anyone else wants a game? Out of my students? Oh, you got a new account? No. Game history. No, it's not a new account. You played a lot. Oh, you played a ton. Yeah. Shut up, Gerber. Okay, guys. I see no one is here. So, I guess we're gonna raid. Because tomorrow we have a very busy day. I see Agnes here. We're gonna raid. So tomorrow... we are having, first of all, a tournament. And secondly, we're having a the tournament with giveaway prize. The best participant's gonna get a free ticket to our 21-day marathon. And we also have a free webinar. The webinar gonna be exclusive on the Discord link. I'm so fit right now. Okay. Welcome, Chessburger TV. Thank you so much for the raise. We were just about to go, but I appreciate that. Yes, I am. I was just saying that tomorrow we are gonna. We're okay. First and foremost, we are having our 21-day marathon anti-blunder challenge bootcamp for 3 weeks. Everybody is invited to join me for this challenge that I'm gonna be participating in myself, and I'm gonna be streaming 30 minutes every single day of my puzzle trainings, and I'm gonna have make you work on your tactics, on your puzzles as well. So there is the one. This is one. Number two is that tomorrow we are going to have a tournament to praise the upcoming marathon. And we have an early bird sale right now. This week is ending on Saturday for the only $29 price to participate in the challenge. Next week it's gonna be higher. It's gonna be $39. So hurry to get your spots before this Saturday. And tomorrow we're gonna have a tournament. The winner of the tournament is gonna get a free ticket. Also, we have a challenge in a Hall of Blunder Hall of Fame in school, in marathons. It will be a normal, so you can check it out. We have already the link. If you go to the link, the registration is gonna be opened 1 hour before, but I think it's a standard. I checked, but thank you for checking on me. It's a good thing. Alek, thank you for the question. So it's a complete training program with personalized daily study plans, group sessions, community tournaments, blitz raffles with me. You get a chance to challenge me for a game, and community support, and basically anything you need to learn to focus on your chess. We have also a 60% off for a yearly price, but you have a free trial. So if you don't like, you are not gonna be charged. The first 7 days you can try for free my school. If you don't like it, you're welcome to leave. So don't hesitate. No one's gonna charge you for that. Yep. But yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Let me raid my dear student. Yep. Yep. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Soichi. Are you ready for the next one? One of the cool things about our marathon is that we're gonna have a 24-hour, 7 days a week Discord server dedicated specifically for the participants with all the support and all the help you need for the marathons, for the challenge, for the boot camp, right? So every single day, new chapter is gonna be unlocked, but I will talk everything about it in tomorrow's free webinar. If you're interested in marathon, tomorrow at 2 o'clock after the tournament, we're gonna have a free webinar where I'll show you what's the marathon about. I'll tell you what is in there, and then you are welcome to and you can ask me all the questions you want. Is it like a Discord community? The school is like a both. It's a course with all the materials and a Discord community and everything. But I can show you more tomorrow, Олег, okay? Alright, guys, thank you, see you, bye. Завтра приходите на бесплатный марафон, все вам расскажу и покажу, и отвечу на все вопросы завтра в 2 по Нью-Йорку. Счастливо, пока-пока. Bye, YouTube, bye.